1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey guys, my name is Usher. Welcome back to Savannah Bee Company. Today, we're going to talk about the smoker. So the first school of thought is that the smoker is going to mask the pheromones that the queen bees give out. So pheromones is like a fancy word for a smell. The queen is going to give off this pheromone, and it's an alarm pheromone. It smells a little bit like bananas, which is why we always encourage people not to eat bananas before they come into the bee garden. So what happens is the smoke is going to enter the bottom of the hive and through the screen on the bottom, and it's going to travel up onto the inside of the hive and kind of block out the smell that the queen could give off if she decides to get a little angry. This saves me from getting stung usually, but it's a way of relaxing the bees to the point where they're not on alarm mode all the time. The second school of thought is that when you smoke the bees, it kicks in this reaction that they have. So when there's smoke entering the hive, the bees think, oh my gosh, there's something going on. We got to figure out how to get out of here. So they're going to gorge themselves on honey. And what that does is it kind of gets them busy trying to grab all the honey that they can before they have to swarm and leave the hive. Regardless of what you believe, the ultimate result is that the smoke is going to make it easier for us to inspect the hive if we have to. Now, on a side note, when you're harvesting honey and you're checking the frames on the top to see if they're ready to be harvested, that's not the best time to smoke the bees. Smoking the honeycomb at that point can actually cause the honey to come out with a little bit of a smoky flavor, and that's not really something that we want. So there's easier ways of dealing with the bees. One is the bee escape, which we'll learn about at a later date. But you can also brush the bees off the comb gently with a bee brush, or you can shake them off, and just one quick motion that's going to drop them all off, and that way you can inspect the frames without having to worry about having a smoky flavor on the honey. So this is your classic smoker. This one's a little rusted, but it still works really well. It's got a bellows on the back and basically a metal canister that you fill with pine straw. Now you can use paper and other things, but in my experience, using paper almost always gets me stung for some reason and doesn't do a good job of calming down the bees. It makes them actually a little bit more angry. So we use pine straw, and so you're going to stuff it with pine straw, you're going to light it on fire, and then you're going to use the bellows, and that's going to billow all the smoke. It comes out the top, and then you're going to push it into the hive.